now I'm panicking. I'm panicking. My heart is going pitter patter, pitter patter. I can't breathe. I've got my appointment first thing tomorrow because one thing about a hair salon, if you don't have the first appointment of the day, forget about it.
Ready to get up for auntie.
I had a yogurt bowl. I just finished the rest of my yogurt. I was just thinking, what do I need to clear out in my fridge? I had a yogurt bowl, honey, the rest of my grapes, and my final kiwi chopped up into it. Then I had a Jason sourdough slice, butter, butter, butter. When you think it's not enough, put more butter, jam on top. Not that much jam to butter ratio. I like loads of butter and then like a dollop of jam, spread it
Yeah.
round to the corners, and then a cup of tea. Didn't finish it. Didn't finish the tea. Just needed that warm drink.
I can't buy Jason sourdough anymore
Why?
because I will have 6 sandwiches in one day. I'll be sitting down and I can't rest until I go and put another one slice in the toaster, find another concoction, cheese and tomato, 1 point, like just all different combinations with that of sandwich with that. I love it too much.
Which one did you get? You get the
Um,
long one.
yeah, the long ones, not the ciabatta.
That's
The
the one that I
actual,
have.
yeah, the actual sourdough loaf. It's just so good. It's
Yeah,
so good.
you were getting the nicest tomatoes as well, putting it on top.
I was getting
Was
those
it
big
cheese
beef
and
tomatoes from the local supermarket. And it would be cheese, tomato. I think I had salami or like ham. I can't remember what it
Mm.
was, but I had a whole like sandwich that was just absolutely packed and it didn't spare a single thing.
I know you sent them all the time, and I don't even like tomatoes like that, but I saw it and thought, yeah, that's a bit of me. You'd
It
send
was,
the pictures every
yeah, and it was
every
the same,
day.
it was the same sandwich, just, okay. Oh my God, I'm remembering now. I just searched it in my camera roll. So it was
Wait, what did you search to get it?
sandwich.
Oh, okay.
So I'd get the mixed olives from the local supermarket. It'd have mixed olives, garlic, and peppers, and it would all just be in like olive oil. And I'd use that as the base, as in not butter the bread. Use the olive oil,
Uh,
slice up those olives, slice up the garlic, use that, and the peppers as well. I'd put lettuce, sliced tomatoes, parmesan, and then, obviously the olives are getting salted. Sorry, the tomatoes have to be salted. If you don't waste time putting sliced tomatoes anywhere, if you're not going to add salt, what the hell? So sliced the tomatoes, add the salt, layer it with Parmesan cheese, add the olives, more olives on top, and then I'd put a,
drizzle.
that's the word, put a drizzle of balsamic glaze on top. So it's
That's
basically just, yeah, cheese and Parmesan sandwich.
that's
And
delicious.
tomato. Tomato was
Would you
actually the main thing. It's a tomato sandwich.
would you say
Oh,
that's your favorite sandwich?
yeah, I'd say that was like definitely one of them. One of them. It's the one that I would be craving the most. What about you?
M- You know my favorite sandwich.
Egg.
Yeah. Like that.
Boiled eggs, right?
Boiled egg sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you can't freaking go wrong. Every single morning before school. Wait, would you close that sandwich
Yeah, I would.
and
I'd
cut
close
it
it.
and
Oh,
bite
sorry, I
into it?
did put butter on it. This picture shows the butter. Herbs. Look at the pile
The
of parmesan.
parmesan.
And then you close it and you cut into it, and it's just juicy as fuck, briny, salty, like very, very fresh with the tomato. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted
Oh,
you. I'm
was that
speaking.
was that in slow motion? You closing the sandwich or are you just
It
showing?
wasn't, I just moved slowly. I was just my natural movements. Yeah, sorry, I'm over here in my camera roll just reminiscing. I completely cut you off. There are so many pictures of the same sandwich. This is what I
Wait,
did
is
with the whole
it?
loaf. So, like, literally 3, 4 times a day, I was going into the kitchen to make the sandwich, and I literally just knowing there was more bread just made me think I need to make another sandwich. I need to make another sandwich. Oh, so yeah, so I can't have that in my house.
Fair enough.
But
Wait,
you're
is there
saying
a
about your
picture? Yeah, I was just gonna ask you, is there a picture of you with the sandwich? Because I know
yeah.
you're
There's a video here of me holding out
the
to the
cross
camera to show the
section.
cross section. Look at my eyes. My eyes are so narrowed. Like the precision and focus.
Oh my God. No, I was just gonna say I know about that sandwich obsession because every single morning before school I would have a boiled egg sandwich.
Yeah,
Uh,
you'd have it on the bus on the way to school. It's so funny because Chantal would literally want to be sitting away from you
Yeah,
when it
you and
happened.
Chantal. You
Yes,
and
because
Chantal
you'd
were
sit.
fuming.
Yeah. As soon as you even just removed it from your bag with the tin foil still on, the smell would just unleash it into the whole bus. And this is when we took the 394, so it's a small bus.
Yeah, that is so funny. I would never do that now. I
Really?
can't.
You were so bold.
Yeah, I was so hungry as well. We would wake up so early. We'd be going to like getting the earliest bus ever. I didn't have time to
Yeah, I would
sit and
never
eat it
have
at home.
breakfast. I'd never have breakfast apart from those mornings where we would quickly run to Subway and get like the £3 Subway 6 inch and
Crazy.
drink meal and just wax
Chantal
off
would
a
get a
Subway
meatball
sandwich.
sub.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, Chantal would get a bowl of meatballs, the meatball side,
Oh God,
with cheese on
yeah.
top.
Yes.
Or she'd get the sub. But having a meatball sub in public that's one for me and my four walls.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
a
need to be
private
hunched
activity.
over a plate because the way that everything just starts falling out of that sandwich.
And the sauce is just because there's the sauce in the meatballs, and then there's the
Yeah.
Southwest and the sweet onion that you add on
Yes.
top, and the
Yes.
melted cheese, and it's just dripping down your
Dripping everywhere.
fingers. Yeah, whoa. I haven't had Subway in a minute.
I might have to look into that, today. Another sandwich that I love is a smoked salmon and cream cheese bagel.
Yes. Yes. I've
Yeah.
got a lot of time for that.
Yeah, that was one of my fixations as well.
Oh, absolutely delicious.
There's a lot to be said about a good sandwich. I love a banh mi.
Obsessed with a banh mi. Obsessed with a banh mi. There was a time that I was just going there. So much so that I could track the price increase every single time.
Oh my
And they
gosh.
were increasing it a lot. I would be going to, what is it called? Oh, I can't remember what the restaurant was called. But they had the most delicious banh mi ever. Biggest regret, us
Yeah,
guys going to Vietnam and not getting a banh mi from the
banh
home
mi.
of banh mi.
Yeah, it was just, when you just think you have time, you think you have
Yeah,
time, you're putting it off. There's so many other things to eat and to experience and explore. I'd rather spend this lunch having some seafood, trying
yeah.
this local delicacy than like a sandwich. But
Mm.
then our last day, we planned to get a sandwich, but we just spent the whole time zipping across the city. This was Hanoi. Was our last stop Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh?
Oh, I can't remember if it was Ho Chi Minh or
But I just
Hanoi.
remember on this day, we ran quickly to the tracks. So I think it was Hanoi. We ran to those train tracks. We were trying to see all of the touristy things that were in that same radius and to
33 degrees, mind you.
yeah, literally with a flight that same like evening. So we were doing that, zipping around, having to. I think we had a airport transfer booked from the hotel, so we had to run back to the hotel in time for our transfer before we missed our flight. So we saw a woman selling banh mi on the side of the road, and they looked authentic as fuck because she had the baguettes or the bread and that specific banh mi bread. You can't put the contents of a banh mi into like a normal baguette or a roll. It needs to be that soft on the inside, crunchy and flaky on the
Oh
outside,
my
but not too
God.
much. And so this woman had all of her a bunch of breads. I think she had like three under her armpit, and while she was while she was using her hands to prepare one that someone had ordered, and we were like, oh, yeah, let's definitely get a banh mi today, but let's not get the armpit banh mi. And then we never got a chance to have another banh mi, that we just didn't have the time. And on the way, while we were on the bus transfer, we were just like, I wish we got the armpit banh mi.
Armpit banh mi.
Should have got the bloody
Yeah.
armpit banh mi. It's just a bit of armpit.
Literally, there was just something about the heat and the sweat dripping down our
Yeah,
backs that just made us go, I
yeah.
don't know that I want to have my
We don't
pork banh
need
mi
the
with
extra
armpit
minerals.
sweat. Yeah. Oh God. We should go on holiday again together as a group.
I'm sick of hearing this. I'm actually nearing the point of frustration with this. genuinely, because we've
Really? You're nearing
had,
it? I feel
yeah,
like
no,
you're
I've been, because at the start of the year when, so we've been, me, Ek, and Chid, us three sisters, have been talking about going to Brazil for years. As in, Brazil is, we've specifically carved it out as the big three, like the big older three sisters trip. Because obviously we have another sister who's younger than us. But we were like, yeah, Brazil's for us, Brazil's for us. We want to go together. Friends have asked to go. We're like, no, that we're saving it for our sisters. Still to this day, we have not gone to Brazil. Every year we go, okay, 2025 we'll go, 2026 we'll go. The recent plans is that 2027 will go, but at the start of the year, Ek was talking about, oh, maybe we'll do Brazil next. No, 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 no. We're not ever going to go to bloody Brazil, and I'm getting sick of it. And now everyone's rinsing out Brazil. There won't be any any Brazil left for us by the time by the time we want to go. So can we just put our boots on and go to fucking Brazil? Like, what is the hold up?
we should yeah, we should.
No, it's not. We should. Let's prioritize it. Let's book it. Let's plan it. Let's set aside a date, and that's concrete in our thing. I feel like people just think it's a flimsy, it's more flexible because it's us three sisters. No, 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 no. I want to go to Brazil. And I actually want to go somewhere else now. Like Brazil is, I want to go to Brazil as well, but I want to go somewhere else as well with us three.
Oh, where do you want to go?
I don't know,
Oh,
anywhere. But at this point,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like we should have got had
yeah,
two under
yeah,
our
you're
belt
right.
by now.
No, you're correct. Like, you're absolutely correct. I agree with you.
We've
So,
got money, we've got annual leave. Like I don't get why we haven't gone.
yeah, you're right. And the last big three trip we had was
Like what, 8 years ago?
Lanzarote.
Yeah, but that one doesn't count.
Yeah, we were still traumatized.
Because
Okay, fine.
we were healing. We were healing. Yeah, and also I don't want to do an all-inclusive trip. So that's why I'm glad that Brazil is I want that same energy we had when we went to Vietnam and
Adventure.
Malaysia with, yeah, exploration, like going about
Wow.
the place, trying new things all around, not being like, okay, our hotel, the breakfast hours are this, the lunch hours are
Yes.
this. Let's see what they have in the. And also, this is not to knock an all-inclusive experience because I love that shit. Oh, let's see what they have in the. When you go to a nice hotel where they really mix up the dinner buffet, or there are a few different places you can go to, the thrill of that is amazing. But I just want that kind of, yeah, adventure, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. I want to go to Brazil with you guys, and I want us to do. I said this already to you. Um, I want us to do Mardi Gras in New
Oh
Orleans. New Orleans.
yeah.
I just think we would have the best time. We would enjoy the food scene so much. I want gumbo. I want a beignet. I want
Yes.
crayfish. I want. Is it crayfish or crawfish? I want both. Heck,
Mm.
give me crabs. Give me lobster tails. Give me it all. I actually want us to do that trip with the Sangjunum squad.
That would be so much fun.
How good. The group that we go to the cabin with, we do this cabin, I think we've done it 2 years in a row. December time, it's like 5 days. All of our siblings, including our family friend Chantel and her boyfriend, and all of our boyfriends as well. It is a group of 10 of us. It's a very fun group,
That's a great
very
group.
funny group. It's
We'd be looking at
amazing.
like 2032 for this trip.
Some people would have kids by then. No, leave
Literally.
little, little whoever
Honestly,
at home.
right, engage the grandmas.
Yeah.
But no, I'm
I,
really looking forward to that. So if we can get that locked in for 2027, then I'm happy. I'm happy. But if
yeah.
anyone tries to push it again, I'm literally gonna go with the next person that asks me, or I'll start going around the street being like, anyone want to go to Brazil? Anyone want to come with me to Brazil? Because I'm not letting this lapse another year.
No, let's go next year. Next year.
Okay.
Q1.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, this is a bit of boring adult admin, but I was looking at my um tax, my taxes this morning
Why?
because because I've been paying so much, like so much, and I realized that my tax code is not normal. It's not the normal one where it's like L at the end.
Oh,
It has X at the end, which means it's an emergency tax code. So they don't know what I'm earning. So they're just taxing me as much as they possibly can, and they may refund me at the end of it. And I don't
Oh,
want that.
little
I want,
shit. So did you not give them your P60 or
I
P45, whatever
did.
it's
So
called?
that's the thing. I gave the pic because I changed jobs in the middle of the tax year, and I think that's where all the confusion's coming from. They're projecting what they think I'm going to earn based on that month where I was had the two. But like I don't. I was just basically on TikTok and on the gov.uk website trying to figure out how I'm supposed to notify them.
Two informative websites. Just
Trying to figure out how to inform them that that's the wrong tax code. Please rectify this and give me my money. I don't want to wait until May next year to get that refund. Give me my money back. Give it back.
are you sure you haven't moved tax codes? To moved
It's
tax brackets?
no, it's not it's if the tax code was right, like if it was a correct stable tax code, then I'd be like, okay,
Hmm.
maybe this. But the fact that it's the emergency tax code, they don't have a
Mm.
clue what's going on. So I probably should speak to HR and make sure that they've sent it along or see if I can find a way to send HMRC my P60 directly.
I hate
Or
that sort of stuff.
someone.
Why are you giving me work?
Right. Honestly,
Just do it. I don't want to chase this person, email this person, and then call this shit. I really do not like having to do these types of admin tasks,
same.
especially when it's out of the
Yes.
ordinary admin.
Yeah. This should be automated. You should know exactly what's going on. Why
Yeah.
are you taxing me to my limit? Why are you taxing me to my limit? And I've got things that I want to pay for. So I need to get my teeth. I need to restart my Invisalign journey. Oh God, not
Yeah.
restart all the way from the beginning, just like there are some minor corrections that I'd like to make. So I'm trying to get that done. And it's going to cost me a pretty penny. And after that, I want to get composite bonding and just close out this whole dental journey chapter. There are a couple other things I want to do. Like I want to, I've actually made an appointment next month to get, I have two fillings at the back that are like the NHS fillings. So they're like black and I want to get them changed out for the white ones.
They're not black.
What
They're
color are
like
they?
they're like grey silver. They're like the color of like grills.
Mm-mm.
Don't say
Yeah.
black because I've got black ones at the back.
Yeah, at the back. And I don't mind it. To be honest, my dentist upsells me every single time I go to see him for a checkup, and it's actually predatory. But at the same time, it actually is hitting all the things that I want. So I had to get crowns recently, as you guys know, and he was like, "Get the white ones. Why are you gonna get metal NHS ones when you can get the white ones? You've paid so much for your teeth already, like with your Invisalign. You might as well just get white ones. And do you know what? I'll do you a deal." So he did me a deal for two white crowns. So obviously I went for it. And then when he was fitting the crowns at my appointment the other day, he was like, "Oh, so those two fillings right at the back. There's one bigger one and there's one smaller one next to it." And he was like, the bigger one, there's actually a bit of a crack there, so that filling needs to be replaced. And if it's going to be replaced, you might as well just get white ones because you've done all this work already. And then you've got white fillings. It's going to cost you. And then he said that he'd reduce it. He's like, and then you might as well just do the one next to it as well. And then I'll just do you a deal. I think my dental practice is struggling. And there's just, because he does me deals for everything that I do that I end up doing on private. So yeah, I don't know if I'm being had or if but at the end of the day I want it, so it is what it is. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I actually would like to get more of my more of my income in my pocket rather than in the tax man so that I can get my teeth sorted out and how I want it and close it out and not have to think about it for another year. Because next year, sure, I'll have something else that I want to do.
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil. Do you know what I really want to do? And I think you can say something, but before you do, I really want to be the kind of person that maps out their holidays for the whole year and knows what the plans are. I'm
No.
very, you know, oh, let's go here in the next couple of months. I want to be like at the end of the previous year, I know where I'm going the next year, at least for the big
Mm.
ones, and then any 4 day all inclusive holidays we can book as we feel like it. But I just feel like because I don't plan, I travel a lot less than I want to. Whereas if I plan, I know
Yeah.
where I'm allocating my money that year. I know I need to be sensible this month and start gathering items for like clothes that I want to wear, start planning outfits, start planning hair, and just being ahead of it so that it doesn't feel like, oh, I can only go to this place or my budget is determined by how much I have in that particular moment, rather than actually putting money away for it, booking it.
Exactly. And sorting out your annual leave and allocating time at different
Yeah,
places and knowing how you're doing things. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. A lot of parents at my work do that because we've got my team, we've got a holiday tracker where you can just put all your things down so everyone knows who's off and everything like that. And you just see all of the parents have theirs mapped out for the whole financial year. It's just sorted. Whereas I just drop it in as and when I've
yeah,
sorted myself out. Yeah,
yeah, because the parents are predetermined. It's set by the school year and where the holidays are and the half terms.
exactly. Oh, I was going to ask you, do you know when you're going to finish your second round of Invisalign? Invisalign. Invisalign.
I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't even started this round. All I did was go in and have the scan, and they think it's minor. So to be honest, when I hear minor, I still think it's going to be like 16 weeks long, probably. It's probably going to be long. Let's see. I'll update you when I know.
16 weeks, 4 months. That's not too bad. When I did my Invisalign, I think it was 6 months and a
Yeah,
little bit.
total for your whole treatment.
Yeah, but bear in mind that I did have braces for what was it, 2 years or however long I had braces, like
Yeah.
the train track ones, the wired ones, back in sick form. So
Mm,
whereas you're starting from you never had treatment, you had
mm.
never had treatment on your teeth.
Orthodontics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
well, let's see. Hopefully, I'm not in those plastic things for too long. But to be fair, I feel like I'm so used to it now.
yeah, they're not too bad. They're not the worst.
I used to hate when you'd be at the end of the tray. You know how you have to change it every week or
Hmm.
however frequent, and you get to like the last day five to day seven, and it's just loose around your teeth. It's just loose in your mouth. I used to hate that because you're literally like having to. It's just I hate it. It sits so uncomfortably in your mouth. You didn't find that?
Not really. Oh, I don't remember how often I was having to change mine. Maybe it was every. Oh, I can't.
When it was
Yours was
really
like
secure on my teeth, it was fine and you can talk with ease. But when it's loose around, like loose in your mouth on that day six, day seven, it would literally just be like, you'd be like, oh, I hated
the
that.
saliva of it all. Yeah, my manager's on Invisalign and her wedding is in September. And when they first had the consultation, they were like, oh, yeah, yeah, you'll be fine by then. It'll all be done by then. And now they're
Of
like,
course.
yeah, it's just the expectations were not set. And now she's just taking it upon herself to change her trays every week. And I'm like, you're going to hurt your teeth.
Oh, shit. She's got to
You
be
need to be
careful.
careful.
I remember the first time I went for my Invisalign consultation, and one of the questions they asked me was, do you have any key important dates coming up that you want this treatment to be finished by? So I can, they probably asked your colleague that, and she
Mm.
mentioned her wedding, and they promised her, yeah, it should be all done by then. But it does surprise me how many people will, the amount of like prep that goes into looking your absolute best for your wedding, where people are actually going to get orthodontic treatment specifically to align with their wedding day so that it makes sense they can feel confident with their smile and look their best. But all of that build up and pressure for one day, like this one day, you have to look the best you've ever looked, get your cosmetic enhancement, rearrange your teeth, rearrange your cheeks, rearrange your teeth, and just really do everything you can to for this to be your perfect look for this one day.
It's so much pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But not to be devil's advocate, but why did you not get your Invisalign but way, way, way before? Like the year before you knew?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like aligning it specifically to this day. Yeah, you've got to plan these things a bit more. But to be fair, that's exactly the kind of last minute energy that we would bring to. In fact, I'd probably start mine 3 months before and be like, any changes that you can do, any improvement that you can make in that time, let's speed this up. Let's change the trays every 3 days.
And then I'd go one step further and be annoyed at them if they say that.
Yeah, literally find some hack place that would agree to that, and then ultimately, inevitably be disappointed because it's obviously not possible. But finding the right makeup artist for your wedding must be the biggest decision ever. And you know how people have to get trials and sit with the makeup all day and see how it wears for the day. Ah, just the horror stories that I've seen and heard like online and on TikTok.
And
Literally
experienced.
an experience, but that was more about customer service than
Mm.
the makeup lasted well throughout the day. I didn't love my makeup look, I'm going to be completely honest,
Hmm.
on my sister's wedding day. But some of the other stories that I've seen where it's like by the end of the day, the makeup was literally gone, or they cried a little bit and it was all just streaming down their face.
Mm.
But yeah, that our experience was not the best being bridesmaids or maids of honor for our sister a couple of years ago.
What's her name again? Are we shouting her out? Seema
Seema Beauty,
or
yeah,
Simi?
yeah. Her name is Simi, but at the time her Instagram or business was called Seema Beauty, so it's like SEEME. But she has since rebranded, and I'm sure it's because she's had several complaints and bad reviews, just bad attitude.
Such
Look,
bad attitude.
yeah, and like unprofessionalism. My sister had 8 bridesmaids. We were doing our makeup. 3 of the bridesmaids were doing our makeup with Simi, and that was all happening at my flat. So we were getting ready in my flat in the morning. Everyone had stayed round, I think,
Yeah.
getting ready at my flat, and then we met my sister, the bride, in the morning in the hotel she was staying at, and she was getting her makeup done by the most amazing makeup
Oh,
artist. She did my makeup for my 30th birthday as well, and just absolutely smashed it. So, so good.
makeup by Jante.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
queen.
let's put her on speaker.
That's our speaker for this week. It's not even makeup by Sante, it's Muse.
Oh yes.
Muse by Sante. She is so good. Her bedside manner is perfect. Her customer service is just brilliant, but also the work of her hands is just sensational. But Simi, she had 3 bridesmaids to do. We had a tight time frame, of course. My sister booked it for 4 a.m., 4, 5 a.m. It was very, very early.
Oh, I don't think it was before.
Okay, then let's say 5. Let's say it was 5 a.m. But I was awake at 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep. Like, I was up at like 2, 3 a.m. all night, basically thinking about my speech, thinking about the makeup, thinking about the day, just full of excitement. And she bowled up at like 6:30 a.m. and she came in with a stank attitude. I was being very patient, very accommodating. Would you like a We had like pastries out, fruit, tea. Would you
Yeah.
like some breakfast? She was turning her nose up at everything. Babe, you're late by an hour and a half, and we've got 3 bridesmaids that you need to get done. That we didn't have room for error, and why are you pissed off at us when you were the fucking one late?
Mind
Anyway,
you, the bride had paid her early fee premium to
exactly.
get there and they had spoken about it like,
She was very clear on what the requirements were. Anyway, eventually she did accept the breakfast and she did warm up as we kind of went through. But we were ultimately like 2 hours late to the hotel. So the getting ready pictures that we wanted to get, it was all very rushed. My sister was just stressing, being like, where are my maids of honor? Like, what the hell? And we had to just act like everything was fine, but actually it was completely fucked up. And when we did try to follow it up and tell her, like, because I thought that my thinking was, sorry, on the morning, I didn't tell Ek anything about what was happening because I didn't want to stress her out. I wanted to just see what we could do. The first 2 bridesmaids get our makeup done and then we go. So at least it's like, we're here whilst the last person's doing hers and she'll quickly make her way over. Really, in hindsight, what I should have done is actually messaged Ek and been like, so the makeup artist still isn't here yet. Because I did message her. I messaged the actual makeup artist. She wasn't replying. And then Ek mentioned, oh, I paid her that premium to come early. So she should have been there at 5 a.m. And if I had sent that message, maybe she could have put pressure on the makeup. I don't know what would have helped Simi get her ass up and into her job, like get the fuck up and work. Like
and
Kim K
work.
said, no one wants to do that anymore. Get your ass up and work. Anyway, long story short, I didn't like my makeup. If we had more time, I could have been like, okay, can you just adjust this, add more depth here? Like, I didn't like the way that it looked. It wasn't looking like me at my best. Or
Mm,
even me, it just didn't look like me at all.
mm.
And when all was said and done, we challenged her to refund, like send a partial refund because you didn't meet the requirements that were agreed. And she was so freaking rude. I can't even remember how the interaction went. I just remember she was being so combative, so jarring, and acting like just not taking any kind of responsibility for that kind of mistake.
And we literally sent her the receipts of literally the conversation that her and Ek had, the
Hmm.
agreements, her agreeing quite a few times, the payment being made, the fact that she's had the premium early fee added for her to bowl in at 6:30, not even eating a croissant and orange juice just because of what?
Stank face.
Stank face. Meanwhile, we're all excited and giddy because our sister's going to get married,
Hmm.
and you're just bringing the vibes down because you were late. And then
Hmm.
she had the cheek, the gall, the audacity to take our pictures down from her Instagram because she posted
Oh
her
yeah, she removed us from her Instagram after we complained.
and blocked us.
Right. So I don't know. And also, I went on a writers retreat like the year after, the summer after. I went on a writers retreat, met a whole bunch of amazing writers. And one of them, one evening, we were all just gathered around the table, just talking about our experiences with some service providers, specifically hair and makeup. And one of the writers that was there, she was like, oh, I had this one makeup artist. She completely ruined my 40th birthday. So she'd planned a whole party for her 40th birthday, booked out a big ass venue in the middle of nowhere because she needed that level of capacity. She wanted to get all her friends, all her family, and it was part of a way. And she put so much effort into planning this party because it was a way of her to be like, thank you to everyone who got me to this point. Thank you to everyone for everyone's support. Let's have this blowout party to celebrate this milestone birthday. So people made an effort to come out, travel far, come to this location and celebrate her. She'd booked a hotel nearby, booked a makeup artist to come to the hotel and get her makeup done before and then head to the party. She wasn't even trying to do a whole entrance, showing up fashionably late. She wanted to be there for the whole thing and enjoy the whole party. So the makeup artist, the time that she's supposed to come, where is she? She's not there. An hour goes by, she's not there. She's calling her, calling her, calling her. She's making up excuses, making up lies about parking, about traffic, and making promises about she'll be there in the next half an hour. Half an hour passes, where is she? She's not there. An hour passes again. So basically, I think she ends up showing like up like 2.5 hours late. At one point, this girl, the writer, decides, do you know what? I need to have some sort of backup plan. She didn't even come with her own makeup bag because she was like, why am I bringing my own makeup? I'm going to get my makeup done. I've paid for this makeup artist to get me all ready for my party. Why do I need my makeup bag? So she didn't have anything with her. So she goes to try and find a Boots nearby to start stocking up on new products so that she can do her own makeup last if this person does completely fall through. She's in the middle of nowhere. There's no Boots that's open at this time. She absolutely cannot find anywhere to get to buy one lick of makeup. The small pharmacy she does find doesn't have any shades for her because she's a black, dark-skinned woman in the middle of some random place in like on the edges of London. Eventually the makeup artist does show up, does her makeup. At this point the writer is basically near tears. She's getting messages from people being like, we're leaving, we can't stay any longer because
Oh, what?
yeah, the party attendees because they had other plans and they were just making it there for that, or because it's so far out that travel back would have been an issue, so they were relying on trains to get back. At this point, it's like 11 p.m. So she showed up at her party at like 11 p.m. She had the venue until 1, and so many people had
Oh,
left by that point. She was just so devastated. It wasn't what she wanted. She felt awful, just awful. And yeah, guess who the makeup artist was?
that freaking.
It was Simi.
She's a cow.
It was Simi. So she has form. And as soon as she told me that story, I was like, oh, this sounds like my sister, like a makeup artist I had for my sister who, because she also mentioned she came in and her attitude was terrible. No kind of apology, no kind of acknowledgement, just in a bad mood.
Why are you pissed at me for giving you business and having expectations of you? You stupid cow. What is wrong with you? I'm so upset for
Yeah,
her.
it was devastating, and she ended up, yeah, she had her 2 hours at her birthday, not feeling it, and I don't know if she did manage to get a refund from her. I hope she did, but when we both realized that we were talking about the same person, we were like, damn, we need to actually let people know not to book her because this is not one bad day. And
This is
do you
what.
remember when there was that whole time, I think it was over lockdown, and I think it was on
Yes,
Clubhouse?
it
Yeah, the
was.
Clubhouse days where there was that huge room. There was a week where every evening it would be focused on a different service type, a different type of service. So there was one evening that was all about putting on blast like poor hairdressers, like bad etiquette and bad hair providers. And then there was one night where it was about makeup artists and horror stories, and but also
Yeah.
there was, space to shout out the ones that are actually good. But some people's businesses were completely dragged through the mud on this day. So it was Clubhouse. And if you don't know what Clubhouse is, it was an app that a lot of people were using over lockdown where you were able to enter these chat rooms. Essentially, they were chat rooms, but it was like audio. So you could see a topic of conversation for each room, and you can enter the room and you can either go on stage and be part of the people joining in the discussion, or you can be an audience member and just listen. And I think there was a chat function as well that you could add messages, or maybe that's not true. Maybe that was people were tweeting alongside it and
Mm.
adding the hashtag from the room. I think that's what it was.
Oh my God. Anytime we joined those, it felt busy because we joined quite a few.
There were some really iconic ones.
Yeah, I can't remember
Like
the
when
one where
Oliver
it was
Blanco
like, yeah, yeah.
when Oliver Blanco went to go and get those people's money.
Yes. And so
Yeah.
you'd just be in a room, you'd be jumping about to the debrief room about the room,
Yeah.
we'd be on Twitter, I'm there talking to you as well.
Yeah.
It was like, I'm busy this
Yeah.
evening.
You could ping someone and drag them into your room and be like, hey, 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 I know you're in that room, but this other room is the ops to that room and they're adding more tea and there's more context here. It was literally would just be room hopping.
Oh
And
my
then
God.
had one literally on one screen on Twitter scrolling through the hashtag to see what else people were adding and all the funny takes there. But there's one clubhouse room where there's a woman giving birth live in that clubhouse room.
Yeah.
And
We
mind
were
you, these were
weird.
happening at all hours. Yeah, we'd be working from
Yeah.
home, listening to someone giving birth.
Yes, because it was in like worldwide. There'd be people in
Mhm.
America doing this. Yes, we were weird, bless
Yeah,
us.
that was
We'd lost the plot
lockdown. Yeah.
for sure.
So one of these days, it was about makeup artists, and it was a packed room, like thousands of people coming on stage to talk about makeup by this person, hair by this person, and how they completely ruined their special occasions. Weddings, proms, milestone birthdays, any special occasion that you could ruin, they ruined it. They ruined it.
These people that would make businesses for themselves, use their talents for good. Instead, you're turning up late, you've got a shitty attitude, and you can't even give the person the early feedback or something because you're just a nasty piece of work.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it's horrific. I have had so many scenarios where it could be deemed as my fault, but it's also some a school of thought would believe that it's my fault. Some people would say that it was the service provider's fault. But when this was back in the day when I loved a sew-in. We all did. Everyone wanted to have a weave. So I was getting ready for my birthday and I had ordered the hair and the expectation was that it was going to come the day before I was getting my hair done.
Hmm.
And mind you, I was getting my hair done on the day of my birthday because I just wanted it to be extremely fresh. And so I had the expectation because the tracking said that the hair was coming the day before. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's
Hmm.
fine. I'll get the hair, sleep, take the hair to the hairdressers and get my hair done and have my party. Absolutely amazing. So that day I'm basically sitting by the door all day, waiting for my package, waiting for my bundles. And I get a parcel with my name on it. I'm like, oh my God, my bundles are here. This is exciting. Yes, yes, yes. Open the package and I see this like shiny gold box. And I literally shout to mum, oh my God, the way they packaged it so nicely. They packaged it so cute. Maybe they know it's my birthday. It's this gold shiny box. Open this gold shiny box now, and it's just a bunch of presents. It has a card that says, to Chid, happy birthday. Lots of love, Amani. I, I open the card. I see all these presents. Burst out crying. The postman has been. This is the only parcel that I had received. I was getting giddy thinking the hair person had bundled up my bundles in this cute gold shiny box, only to find my friend had sent me loads of presents, which is lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, she'd lovingly packaged up a bunch of gifts for you in a gorgeous gold box. And you were like, no, because it wasn't the bundles.
It wasn't the bundles, and now I'm panicking. I'm panicking. My heart is going pitter patter, pitter patter. I can't breathe. I've got my appointment first thing tomorrow because one thing about a hair salon, if you don't have the first appointment of the day, forget about it.
Be ready to get up for auntie. Be ready to get up for auntie. Or I hate that shit where the hairdresser starts doing both of your hairs at the same time. Like she'll do your
Oh,
braids and then pause there and then go start doing auntie's weave on or do her braids and start.
focus, focus. Finish one thing, and no, I'm just quick. Let me just quickly
And what
perm
can you
her hair.
say? Yes. And what can you actually say? So they're going back and forth from the perm to your weave to the perm to your weave, and now I'm getting perm juices all in my scalp,
I'm
and
dizzy from
it's
the fumes. Meanwhile, I
right.
should have been in and out this bloody shop 2 hours.
Exactly. Now your appointment's double the time it's meant to be.
All the while, Nollywood is screaming in the background. It's screaming in the background. I'm overstimulated. I'm upset. Anyway, so this parcel's arrived. It's my birthday present. I'm upset. I had already hollered, at my mum. So
All right, mum, let me holler at you real quick. Let me holler at you. Look at this
I
box.
boom. Right, boom, these are my bundles. And it's just the nicest, like, trinket stuff. They were such cute presents. I couldn't even appreciate it. I was just like, this means my bundles will not be here by my 10 a.m. appointment. I'm done for. So what do? I cry, of course. And my mum goes, right, she's getting into solution mode. Because one thing about my mum, she does not want to see any of her kids cry. It distresses her so. So she's like in solution mode, like, okay, so where is your bundles now? Where would we be able to pick it up from? And because my mum used to work for Royal Mail, she knows the postal service quite well and she knows all these stuff. So the day of my appointment, she said, go to your appointment. I'm going to pick up your hair in the morning. And I was like, my appointment's at 10. I have to be the first one. Like, I have to, don't worry. She was like, listen, Childs, don't worry. I've got this. So she went early the next morning to the depot to pick up my bundles. I'm sitting on the chair. The hairdresser's doing the weave underneath my weave onto the cane rows underneath my hair. And my mum, my knight in shining armor, walks through the salon doors with my bundles in hand, ready for them to be installed onto my head for
Literally,
my
as
appointment.
she's finished the last braid.
It was unmatched.
That's divine timing.
Honestly, I looked at my mum and I was thinking, this woman who birthed me, who brought me up, she will always have my back. I was so happy. But the whole time she was doing the cameras under my hair, I was so stressed. I was nervous because I was thinking if my mum's a second late, there's an auntie coming swooping in, taking my time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have to sit there like a lemon because I don't have my bloody bundles. So yeah, that was absolutely excellent.
I remember also when you had one of your birthday parties, and this was when we went to Lucky Cane, and we had done like an order for some wigs, and it was supposed to arrive like literally the week before, but there were all sorts of delays, shipping delays. I think it had been a sale period, so a lot of orders had been made, and I think she was just struggling with the volume of getting everything out. And she sent an email out being like, guys, wigs are delayed, expect to receive it in this time. And the time that she said was like the day after your birthday or like after your birthday at some point. And I just replied to her being like, I sent an email begging and pleading, saying whatever you need to do to get that wig to us for my sister's birthday, please do it, because it was your COVID birthday and a lot of your guests were dropping out because they had COVID or they were scared of COVID or whatever. It was that one December where suddenly everyone had COVID.
Yeah, and there was that specific strain.
Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people missed out on this night, which actually ended up being such a bloody fun night.
It
Such a
was,
good.
yeah. I invited 30 people and 13 people were able to come.
And
because
you wouldn't have known. Everyone there brought the vibe. The energy was so up. Obviously all of us were very, very drunk because the drinks you'd pre-ordered were for a much larger group, and we were buying our own drinks as well. So when the packages of shots came out, no one was expecting it. By that point, we were all already very drunk. I remember being like, no, 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 send it back, send it back. But luckily, the wig arrived, I think, the day before or the day of.
it
Very,
was a
very
tight
much,
turnaround.
yeah, very much right on the nose. Right immediately when you needed it. So that was actually ended up being a success. But the stress, it's just not worth the stress, is it? The will they, won't they? Who needs that? I actually got caught out recently for Alex's birthday where I'd made that wigs order and it didn't arrive until literally the day after, which is that makes it just so much worse, but it
Yeah.
misses you just by a hair. Oh, no pun intended. But next time I know to be very much always prepared, plan these things, because it's just not worth the stress and not having a backup. It just makes it so scary, honestly.
Mm.
And I know now that Muse by Jante, she is the way to go. She is our place if we ever need something. She gets booked out. Oh, to be fair, do we want to put her on speaker or are we gonna? No, let's bring it. Let's not operate from a scarcity mindset. Let's bring
Yeah.
business. I'm sure she's always booked out anyway, so it's not no change for us.
Yeah, we won't gatekeep her. Guys, don't gatekeep us. Share our podcast with your friends.
Share the podcast, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Tell us about any horror stories you've had, and also put on speaker any great service providers. I'm looking for a good hairdresser to do my natural hair, like revive it, because the poor thing has been through a lot in the past few years. So if you have any recommendations, please do share those. We are on Instagram and TikTok. Give us a follow at Stay on the Line Sis. And our email is stayonthelinesis@gmail.com for any longer stories or inquiries or anything that you have. That's all for this week. See you next week for another episode and have a great one, everyone.
All right, take care.
Take care, kids.
Bye.
Bye.